Guess who's back? Let me kind of clean this a little bit because it look like it's a little bit foggy. And the lighting's not good in here. Okay? Okay, hold on. Hello? Hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay, you guys. Tonight I am cooking a beef stew. So you can see here, I got my beef short ribs in here. I'm using short ribs. So now what I'm getting ready to do, let me turn this way a little bit. I'm getting ready to make my sauce. And I thought I'd do it in the pot that I started cooking my short ribs, and I realized the pot was going to be too small. So I'm going to go ahead, put some palm oil in here. Okay? Put some palm oil in here. There we go, because we're getting ready to cook our onions and make the sauce that's going to go in this beef stew. Now, a lot of people make it different. I was taught to make it different than this, but this is how I choose to make it. Okay, so what I've seasoned my short ribs with is just salt, pepper, onions, and this. The beef Maggi cubes. It's beef Maggi cubes. Okay? So my palm oil is starting to get hot, you guys. Alright. And I'm going to take and put a little bit of the roasted garlic olive oil in here as well. Because I'm getting ready to cook these onions. There we go. That's the roasted garlic olive oil. Okay? There we go. Who's got a cute bottle? Ross, you guys. Ross. No. I didn't get these at Ross. Did I get them at Ross? Yes, I did. I got it at Ross. Okay? I'm going to turn the fire down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. So my oil is hot. And so now I'm going to put my onions in it. Now what I have, what type of onions I have, is just the red and the white onion. Okay? There we go. Just the red and the white onions, okay? Like I said, I'm using all this goodness from where I started cooking my oxtails. I'm going to get all the seasoning down to the where I need it to be, okay? There we go. Let's get it all down here. Okay? That's my onions, okay? Y'all come on in the room. Come on in the room, and as soon as you come in, subscribe, you guys. Go ahead and subscribe. There we go. Now, my beef short ribs has been cooking for a while, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and add my carrots and my potatoes to this, okay? And my mixed vegetables. So here's the potatoes. I cut them up. I'm going to go ahead and add those. Be careful because this stuff flashes when you're doing this kind of stuff. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and add the carrots. This is the carrots I have, you guys. There we go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and mix all those up in there. Okay? This is what I had a taste for, you guys. Because it's cold here in Texas. Okay? There we go. Now, I'm just letting my onions get a little translucent because I love onions. And I love to taste my onions when I'm eating the stew. I've got some green onions and a red and green bell pepper in this one. So I'm going to go ahead and add that too. Man, if y'all can smell the flavors coming out of this kitchen. And it's just a regular beef stew, okay? Now, I have some blended bell peppers, red onions. I got red bell pepper, green bell peppers, red onions, white onions, and a little bit of yellow onions that I blend together, along with a red and habanero pepper, a red pepper, red bell pepper, and a green bell pepper, okay? I don't want it to be too spicy. It's just gonna just give it a kick with the bell peppers, okay? So here is the blended peppers. You see it, you guys? You see the blended peppers? See there? Okay, so I'm gonna take the blade out because we don't want it to fall. You know, when I first got this, I forgot to take the blade out thinking that it was locked in and it wasn't. Okay? So we're gonna go ahead and pour all these blended. Oh yeah, and diced tomatoes. It had diced tomatoes in here too, okay? Now another thing that I will be adding to this, which I should have added before, but that makes no difference. I'm gonna go ahead and add tomato paste. You see that tomato paste? That's what that is. We're gonna go ahead and add that to the pot too. Like I said, I'm making the sauce for the beef stew. There we go. And I think just one package with all the blended tomatoes and everything that's in here should be enough. Okay? Now you won't be able to find, well, if you go to the African market, you probably will be able to find this. I don't know. I've never seen it there. This actually did come from Nigeria. So I don't know if they actually sell it like that here. I don't think they do. This is going to be a good beef stew, you guys. Oh my God. Okay. So I'm going to cut this on a low heat. And I'm going to put the lid over it. But leaving a little air on it. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So how was you guys' day? Oh, we need to add the seasonings. I forgot that. Okay, so let's go ahead and add our seasoning to our sauce. Okay? The chicken bouillon. Okay? I'm going to add that. That's going to give us our salt content. And if we need to add more salt to it later, we will. But right now, that's what we're adding. I'm using black pepper. And this is the grounded black pepper, you guys. I found this one at the Mexican market. Okay. Some onion powder. Onion powder. And then we have this. This is the blended vegetable. See, it has garlic and a lot of stuff, but it's blended with a lot of stuff. You can find this guyo with the green label. That's what you want. So we're going to go ahead and mix all that into our sauce. And this is still cooking. Yes. And this is still cooking. And the more it cooks, the thicker it gets, okay? So I'm going to let that cook for a little bit. There we go. So how was your day today? So I know y'all hadn't seen me in a while because I've been hanging out in them TikTok streets, which I know ain't good, but that's what I've been doing. Trying to get the news about my cooking out there. I've met some really cool people in TikTok. I mean, really cool people. And let me tell you something. They're saying that they're going to be shutting TikTok down. I don't understand why. Come on. That is a great way to meet some really cool people as long as you stay within your standards. You have to stand your ground on certain things. Um, because, there is a lot of flirting and people out there that's actually flirting. But if you want to just go and have fun, that's the place to go. I celebrated my birthday on there with some friends, and they were really good to me that day. I had promised them that I would do it, and I did. But I haven't seen my angels, and I was like, I've got to get back to cooking for my angels. So that's why I am here today, so that I could cook for you guys, okay? And make you understand that I do love you. It's just that I'm just trying to get the news out there and expand. Um, and if you're looking at my live now, come on in, hit the subscription button. Sorry, I have a Texas accent, so a lot of things is not going to come out right, but I'm trying, okay? Um, hit the subscribe button and come on in and join me while I put this beef stew together. So I'm using beef short ribs. I saw them at the grocery store. I said, I think I'm gonna make a beef stew because I was thinking about making this Mexican soup, and I forgot the name of it, but it's made with ground beef. And I thought, that'll be for another day. Let me just go ahead and do the beef stew, okay? And y'all see me make it, but not with short ribs, okay? So I got my carrots and my potatoes, and they're cooking now, and I'm gonna add the sauce. And one more thing I forgot to add. Lord Jesus, what am I thinking about? I forgot to add. I forgot to add my mixed vegetables. So now when I make my beef stew, I use the frozen mixed vegetables. It's just better. It's less preservatives when you're using frozen, okay? When you use the cans, you're getting a lot of preservatives, okay? All right. So I like using the frozen. And I think this one bag is going to do it. Yeah. It's going to do it. Along with, I add the carrots. And just making a regular beef stew, and I'm letting that cook for a little bit. Oh yeah, this looks good, you guys. But I think I'm gonna have to, the way it's looking, I need some more vegetables. Okay? I actually did purchase, hold on. Let me look, because I did purchase some vegetables. Hold on. I did purchase 2 packages of the frozen vegetables, so I'm going to go ahead and use those. I love a lot of vegetables, so I'm going to go ahead and use those packages of the frozen vegetables. It's going to cool my stew down a little bit, but it's okay. It's all right. Yes, that looks so much better. So much better. All right. Yes, there we go. Now this should be ready. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my, let me stir this around a little bit. Yeah, this looking good. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and add my sauce onto that beef stew. Okay? Let me put this over here for a minute. And I'm gonna push this over here. I'm gonna bring my beef stew over here. Turn this one off. Okay? And let's go ahead and add the sauce. I'm gonna go ahead and add this sauce into the beef stew. Now, I'm not going to stir it in right away. I'm going to let that sit on top for a minute. And let's get the rest of my onions and the rest of this out of here, okay? No onions, no sauce left behind, you guys. I'm just going to kind of spread it out. I'm going to let that cook in. And once that cooks in, there we go. Then I'll stir it. I'll stir it up, little darling, stir it up. Y'all remember that song? Stir it up, little darling, stir it up. I am a huge Bob Marley fan. Love me some Bob Marley. Bob Marley is what that was back in the day, okay? Okay, so let me move this back a little bit so I can set this over here. All right. So y'all see it? I'm going to let that cook in. I'm going to let's turn it this way a little bit. Can you see it? I'm going to let that cook in. I'm going to cover it and let that cook in. And that is how I make my beef stew, you guys. It's just that simple, okay? Just that simple. So now we just got to let the potatoes and the carrots and the sauce cook into the meat. The meat needs to cook a little bit more, and it's going to be perfect, you guys. Perfect, okay? And then I'm going to let you guys take a good look at it. So, I've still been looking at Country Wayne. Let me tell you something. Oh, and the seasoning that I use, I guess I did show y'all this, okay? That's what I used when I first started cooking my meat. That's the only seasoning besides a little salt, black pepper, and I cut up some onions in it. And that was it. That was it, you guys. Okay? I'm going to set you over here. Put this back a little bit. I don't want this to fall into the water. Okay, there we go. Because I'm going to wash up these few little dishes. And I got to be careful because I've got my blade in here. So I don't want to get cut. So you got to be careful with this thing. It's with the food processor, it's very, very sharp. Very sharp. So you have, and I have cut myself on it before. So can you guys see me okay? Yeah, I have cut myself on it before. So. I always wash it first, set it to the side, because I don't want to get cut. And then I'm going to wash out the container, too. This week was okay. It was okay. You know, work is work, you know. So long as you can pay your bills, that's what matters, okay? And It's busy. My job is very busy, but I like busy because it helps the time to go by faster. You know what I mean? It really does. And as long as you're busy, that time flies by. You know? It really does. Y'all hold your horses for a minute, okay? Hold on. I'm gonna hold on. Trying to. Okay, hold on. I need to go and get some paper towels. So just hold your horses while I go get these paper towels, okay? I'll be right back. All right. Had to get paper towels, you guys. That's one of my pet peeves. I have to have paper towels. All right. There we go. Now we're gonna finish cleaning up these dishes. But yeah, and it was cold here. I don't know if you're in Texas, but you know it was cold this week was kind of cold. And working downtown, man, that wind sweeps around those buildings like it's nothing, okay? So, just washing my food processing. You have to keep that baby clean, especially if you cook like I do, and I cook. Hey, so I wanted to say this. If they do make a decision to shut TikTok down, then all of my TikTok fans, I need for you to come over to my YouTube channel. It's still under the same name, Franny's Ethnic and Southern Cuisine. Over there is Franny's Ethnic and Southern, okay? So just you can continue to follow me and watch me cook. I hate that my only downfall is that I'm legally blind, and so I can't read the comments. Now, if my son is here, he would do that for me. So I have to go back and read them later. And I try to explain that to everybody that come on, that that's what's happening. I have to go back and read the comments later. So it's not that I'm ignoring you or anything. And like on here, I don't even see my comments while I'm live. Now, I don't understand that. Maybe it's something I'm doing wrong. But, or maybe I don't have enough to communicate. I don't know what the deal is on that one. But, yeah. Yeah, you have to clean as you go, you guys, and that's me. I want my pots and pans and everything to be nice and clean. So I won't have a whole lot to clean up later, you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, I celebrated my birthday, you guys, on the 22nd of November. I turned 62 on the 22nd of November. And you know what? I don't know about other 62-year-olds, but I feel good. I feel really good. And I am proud that I made it to see this age. You know what I mean? A lot of people didn't make it, especially during COVID. We lost a lot of family members during COVID, you know? And I know I did, and they was not in this area of Texas, or they wasn't in Texas, but I did lose family members. Hold on, you guys. Because if I wash, I put my wash back up. And that was a hard thing because some family members had funeral services and they tagged a lot of the other family members in. And I think that was like in Flint, Michigan, somewhere in Michigan. So it was a father and son. She lost her father and her son. I don't know that side of my family very well, but at least I was able to attend online while I was at work, which was a good thing, you know? And so if you make it to see this age, like my mother is 96, and it's only 3 of them left out of what, 16 or 17 kids. And I'm just blessed that I still have my mom, you know what I mean? And I try to do as much as I can for her, you know? I love her. You know, we clash, but I love my mom. I'm just letting you know, I do love my mom. Um, you know, they get to that age where they like children. You know what I mean? They're like children. So they become, you know, it's kind of like they really need you more at that age, you know? And I just pray that my kids will be there for me like I'm being there for my mom, you know? That's my biggest thing is that hopefully our kids will be there for me and my husband as I'm being there for my mother. If we need them to, you know, if we need them to. If we don't need them, I'd rather them just live their lives, you know? I'd rather them just live their lives. So, and I will try my best to make that transition as easy as possible if need be, because I don't want to be a burden, you know, to my kids. But at this age, I look good and I feel good. And this is a blessed place to be, you guys. A very blessed place to be. It's looking good at 62 and feeling good, you know? Because I see older women, younger women that, man, look like they done been through. And they probably have. The world, man, the world we live in today, oh, let me tell you. A lot of us are still blessed just to have our sanity. And that's the truth. That is the truth. A lot of us are blessed just to have our sanity. And that is the truth. I got that out the way. Okay. And yes, I have a dishwasher, but I still wash with my hands. Grew up like that. Can't get away from it. Just easier. Most of my dishwasher is to load clean dishes. That's it. Because I have so many and don't have enough space for everything. So, like my glasses and things, I load them up in there. Yeah. Yeah. And the dishes are clean. Let's get some of this out the way. This over here. Okay. Move all this stuff out the way. So I wanted you guys to really look at this. Isn't it neat? And it don't give you too much tomato paste at one time. It gives you just the right amount, which is what I like. Okay. Let's put the seasoning up. Well, I'm going to put it over here because I might have to add a little bit more of this and this to it. So I'm going to put this over here too. Just in case. I'll put this in here. So, well, welcome to my playground, you guys, okay? So as soon as you come in, hit that subscribe button. Like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Excuse me. I've also been fighting off a cold, too. So I did take some medicine. I'm beating that before it even gets started. You know what I mean? Let's see what the temperature is outside. Because it looks like it's dropping. Okay, still about the same, 55. Yeah, it's still about 55 degrees outside, you guys. Which, to me, that's cold. To some people, that's not cold. But to me, it's cold, okay? So let's go over here and let's sit down and talk while that stew is cooking, okay? It's still cooking, you guys. All right. So, Shayla is back to her old ways. She doesn't give a darn about her best friend. That's crazy. You know, my boss was talking today, and I was like, in my life, I realized that people who I treated like sisters stabbed me in my back. And because of that, I do have some trust issues when it comes to certain friends. Now, I have my friends like Antoinette, Melanie, Sarah, Marva. Those are my friends that are very close to me, and I don't have to even doubt them at all. Now, those are good friends to have. But I've had let me tell you, be careful when you're married, okay? Took me to age 62. Well, no, I'll say around my 50s is when I really realized that I need to make some changes in my life. And I had to weed out all the bad weeds. You know what I mean? I had to weed them out. And I had to get closer to my Lord and Savior for protection. You know what I mean? And making sure that I'm going to be okay no matter what. I didn't want to live in a world of worry and doubt. So in order for me to do that, that means I had to get out there and do some weeding. Okay? And if you know what weeding is, that means, you get the weeds in your yard and they grow and it messes up your grass. You have to weed that out so your grass can come out looking pretty, right? So I had to do that. Poor Amber. She got a Jezebel for a best friend. And her friend, what is her friend's name? I can't think of. Y'all know I'm talking about, the lawyer. She's trying her best to get Dalen back. She really messed up. And she really loves Dalen, but Dalen ain't trying to hear it. Anthony, I'm sick of him. He's just crazy. Just crazy. Okay? So if you guys have been looking at Country Wayne, it's something to look at, It's telling you about real life. Things that actually happen that you wouldn't even believe, that would blow your mind. Okay? Yeah. And what's the girl's name? Oh, shoot. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of everybody's name tonight, but she's a probation officer. And she has a great husband who messed up too. Where she messed up first. And he just couldn't get that out of his head. He started drinking heavily, and and he messed up. And well, not really, because they were separated at the time when his little hiccup happened, but they were still legally married. She had left Atlanta and went, I think, either to New York, California, somewhere she went. And this girl played on him along with this psychologist that he had started seeing because he needed therapy after him and her broke up. So she started having an affair and getting too close to her clients, being a probation officer. And she slipped, fell in love with one of them. And the girlfriend of that guy, her friend reported her, and she lost her career as being a probation officer. Okay? A parole officer. Okay? I don't know the difference, but the parole officer. Okay? And now she's working at a strip club as a waitress. And Amber warned her, this guy is going to ruin you. Stay away from my friend. She went off on him, but she wasn't trying to hear it. So now look, she's working at a strip club as a waitress. Talk about how the mighty falls. That was a huge fall, okay? You live in this picture perfect life with your husband. You go out and have an affair with a guy, which sends your husband on a whirlwind. And then you want to sit back and blame him for everything. But when in reality, you caused all of this. And I think she's starting to realize it now. Maybe a little bit too late, but he's been talking to the pastor of his church. And so he's thinking about holding out, seeing if they have another chance to bring their family back together. Because they have a little girl together, you know? But anyway, let's go over here and let's look at this stew. Okay? Let's see where we are with the stew. And I think tomorrow I may make cornbread. Okay? So let's see where we are right now. Okay, so I need to turn this up a little bit. Let's turn it up and get it to cooking. Oh, wow. You see that? Do you see this? So now it's going to sit here for a little bit. I can go ahead and kind of stir it in now. Stir it on in. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Don't that look good? See there? Y'all get a closer look at it. See this? Don't that look good? Yeah, and look at the short ribs, you guys. Look at those short ribs. Look at her. They're huge. Okay? Huge. So now we're just going to let that cook. Okay? We need the carrots and the potatoes to cook. But that's my beef stew, you guys. So now what we're going to do, we need to see if it has enough salt content in it, okay? So I'm going to get a spoon over here just to taste it to see if it has enough salt content in it. Let's see. Okay. So it could use a little bit more salt. I think I'm going to go ahead and use the regular salt. It could use a little bit more. But you're talking about delicious. Oh my God, this is good. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more of the Creole, the Tony Creole seasoning in here. Okay. And let's go ahead and just stir that up. Don't that look good? Look at that. Do you see it? Can y'all see it? Look at that. Don't that look good? Yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at that. Okay. I felt like it was cold enough for it. So that's what I wanted, and that's what I'm preparing. So I'm going to go ahead and cover that and let it go ahead and come to a boil, okay? But that's it, you guys. That is my beef stew. And once, I'm going to do a short video on it. Once I put it in a bowl, I will do a short video on it and let you guys see it, okay? But that's it. Simple, quick. But you do, if you're gonna use the short ribs to make your beef stew, you have to let them cook and get tender first, okay? For about, what, an hour or two? To make sure that they're good and tender before you add everything else to it, okay? Because you don't want to pull your teeth out your mouth when you're getting ready to eat that stew. Okay? Okay, that part. Okay, you guys. So, like, share, subscribe to my channel. If you're coming here for the first time, thank you. Thanks to all of my new subscribers. Thank you guys. You rock. I promise you, if you stick with me, I will not let you down, okay? I will not let you down. If you do not know how to cook, you're in the right place to be, because I'm going to teach you shortcuts. I'm going to teach you how to cook on a budget. If you're a single mother and you just want to make a quick meal, I am going to even teach you how to make a meal coming out of Dollar General. I do have some videos on that too. You wouldn't believe the Dollar General over here by my house. They sell potatoes, bell peppers, celery, onions, red, yellow, uh, white onions, tomatoes, fresh tomatoes. You know, like I said, bell peppers, mushrooms. You can even get mushrooms. Big bag of potatoes. You know, you can make a meal out of Dollar General. And I can show you how to do that as well, especially with the way the inflation is right now. Food prices are so expensive. Um, and so you have to kind of get in when you fit in. When I bought short ribs today, they were like $11 a slab. $11 a slab. There was the no, there was the full. I bought one short rib, two full size rib. They were like $11 a slab. I will even take you to some of the grocery stores that I go to and show you how I shop for my family, to teach you how to deal with the high prices of food right now. You just have to go and get in where you fit in. And a lot of places I go to, believe it or not, they still have butchers there that actually package the meat themselves and they put it out there for you to grab. I'm going to teach you how to just make a quick meal if you need to make a quick meal and you're tired. Like today is Friday, so to me, this was a quick meal. I just had to cut up the onions and the potatoes, um, make the sauce, and put it all together. I had to clean my meat, you know, and I use vinegar to clean my meat. I don't do dirty meat, okay? So if you want to learn how to cook, you're in the right place to learn how to cook. I do Jamaican food. I do Chinese food. I do Southern food, soul food. Um, I do African cuisines. I'm telling you guys, you're in the right place to be. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to end this live and just know this, that I love you and God loves you too. And thank you, my new subscribers. You guys rock. I will be coming on more now, but I'm trying to think of new dishes that I have not prepared for you guys that I can prepare for you. Okay? So bear with me, I promise you. And like I've told you guys so many times, if there's something that you want to learn how to cook, put it in the comments. I will do my best to find the recipe or figure it out myself. I promise you, I will cook it for you, okay? I will cook it. And I will let you know when I'm airing to cook it, okay? So, also, let's get back to this before I leave. So, I did a giveaway, and one lady won the knife and cutting board set. It was a 12-piece set, and she won it. And her name was Tabby. She did win the the cutting board and the knife set. It was a 12-piece set. Okay, it even came with a cleaver. Okay, and from my understanding, she is cooking more now. She's always cooked, but since she got her knives and her cutting board, she is over there showing out. I heard about you, Tabby. You go, girl. You keep doing what you do. I heard about you. Okay, I know you over there cooking. Just don't forget my plate. Okay, don't forget my plate. All right. So I'm gonna be doing another giveaway, and I'm waiting till I get to 700 subscribers to do this particular giveaway. I've asked a lot of you to send me your information through my email that's in the description. Okay, just send me the email through the subscription. Um, I will give you one of the emails, which is WINONAHUDSON62 at gmail.com. Send me your information, because if your name is pulled, and I'm going to be putting your name in. Oh, here it is. Let me reach for it. I will be putting your name in this jar, okay? Like I've already got some people's name. I will be adding your name to this jar, and then we will do it live, and you will be winning. Now you saw the food processor I have, which is a bigger one. Well, this is a smaller version of the food processor, okay? If you don't have one, this would be perfect for you to start, okay? To learn how to process onions, tomatoes, and like I made that sauce, and if you can look, I made the sauce. You see that? That's what you want. That's the food process. This comes in handy. Uh-oh, sorry you guys, it's an amber alert. This comes in handy when you're cooking and you want to do different sauces. You know what I mean? This is the perfect giveaway gift. Okay? Look at this. You can make salsa, green salsa, red salsa. This is a perfect gift, and I am giving it away. So, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead, hit that subscription button, you guys. Like it, share it out to your friends. Let them know what I'm doing over here. I am giving back to my angels. It's one thing for you to come on here and watch me cook and listen to me rattle on like I do. But it's another thing when you cut for me and you have stuck by me from the beginning into the end. So I want to give someone a chance to win this. Send me your information. You don't have to put it in the comments because you don't want everybody knowing your information. But what you can do is send it to my email. Okay? Winona, WINONAHUDSON 62 at gmail.com. Now, I haven't did a giveaway over on TikTok, but I'm planning on eventually probably doing it over there. But right now, I'm thinking about my angels on here. The one that has been with me from the beginning of this journey, and you're still with me now. This is a great gift to have and a great tool to have in your kitchen, you guys. Look at some of the cooking channels. People are constantly using their processors to help make their sauces, okay? Okay, you guys. I love you guys. You guys are my angels. Remember, I love you. God loves you too. And I will see you guys again in the kitchen. Bye, my angels.